Hi guys, welcome back to Neptune Rising Astrology. This video is going to be on the Aquarius New Moon, which is happening on February 1st of 2022. So as with all new moons, this is a new beginning. The sun and moon are joining up at the same degree of the same sign, in this case 12 degrees of Aquarius, in order to start a new journey together. In Aquarius, this journey is going to be all about our own individuality, our originality, our ideals, and our social lives. So with this new moon, we've got a very close conjunction to the planet Saturn, which is the planet of restriction, the planet of limitations, rules, responsibilities, everything that we need to work on. So this new moon's going to shine a light on what we have to get done, essentially. What is next on the to-do list? What do we need to work on in ourselves? What do we need to work on emotionally? With the moon close to Saturn, there can be a feeling of scarcity. There can be a lack mindset. It can feel like you don't have enough. It can feel like you're not enough. It can feel like you're not getting your needs met. But this is also a time to really see where we can grow, So it is going to feel kind of heavy, but the trick with Saturn is don't wallow in the heaviness. Don't wallow in the pessimism or the lack mindset. Focus on what Saturn is trying to teach you. Saturn is the planet of lessons. It's the planet of growth and aging and maturity. So wherever there's Saturn, there's going to be a lesson in that. Whatever comes up for you at this new moon is really going to show you where you can grow, what you need to learn. Something I want to focus on a little bit with this Saturnian energy is what Saturn in Aquarius means for our social lives. Since Aquarius is an air sign, it's a social sign. And since it's the last air sign, it's all about groups. It's all about, our community, our friends, any organizations we might be a part of, any type of group, it's about humanity as a whole. So ever since Saturn entered Aquarius, like late March of 2020, there's been a restriction on our social lives, That's when lockdown started, in the United States anyway. So there's been a definite restriction, very literally, on our social lives. So we could be feeling this more right now. Like, we could be feeling the lack or the heaviness or, just the limitations that we're having in that area of life. Could feel like you don't have enough friends right now, or you don't have enough community. But with Saturn on the new moon, this is also a time to really work on learning to meet your own needs yourself. Like, Saturn is all about taking responsibility. So with Saturn on this new moon, this is really about taking responsibility for yourself, taking responsibility for your own emotions, No one can make you feel better right now but yourself. That's just facts. Like, you are the one who has to learn how to deal with your feelings. You are the one who needs to learn how to express yourself and be creative and problem solve. Aquarius as an archetype can feel very isolated. So that can be part of the work. Maybe at this new moon, it's a good time to reach out to some friends you haven't talked to in a while, or figure out some creative project that will be fulfilling for you. But either way, this is the time to take action. And luckily, Mars just ingressed into Capricorn, and Mars is exalted in Capricorn. It loves to be in this sign because in Capricorn, Mars, which is the planet of action, willpower, has a lot of discipline. It knows exactly what it needs to do, and it's going to get it done. It's very aware of its responsibilities. This new moon is entirely Saturnian. It's very Saturnian and Uranian. I'll get to that in a sec. We've got Mars, Venus, Mercury, Pluto, Sun, Moon, Saturn, all in Saturn-ruled signs. So all in Capricorn or Aquarius. So this is a very reality-heavy, work-heavy new moon. This is going to show you what you need to work on for sure. Now, we've also got the new moon in almost an exact square to Uranus, which is the planet of that Promethean, rebellious, radical unexpected instinct, like change. And since it's a square aspect, it's going to be a little tense, but this represents something unexpected happening that forces us to be creative in our solutions, This new moon is illuminating the Saturn-Uranus square that was happening for all of 2021. So the Saturn-Uranus square is essentially a conflict between the old and the new. So Saturn being our limitations, our rules, delays, needing to wait for things, needing to be patient, and Uranian instinct, which is let's change it all. Like, let's change something, let's shake it up, let's burst forward and do something crazy, unexpected. It's this back and forth between history and the future. Very much like your past. Are you going to let your past define you? Or are you going to switch it up and do something you've never done before? That's basically what this is about. So right now, at this new moon, we're kind of identifying more with our limitations. We're identifying more with the past. We're identifying more with what we still need to work on. But where the square to Uranus comes in is Uranus is kind of like, but hey, what about me? You can do something crazy and change it up, Uranus is going to come in and try to be as provocative as possible and try to shake you up. And this could come out in a myriad of forms. It doesn't have to be a real event that happens, but something unexpected is going to force you to think about what changes you need to make to kind of let go of the past, let go of what's been holding you back. So there is this need to be realistic, be aware of what you need to work on, be aware of your responsibilities. That really is the focal point of this new moon. But at the same time, Uranus is going to be there to remind you that there is a future that is wildly different. It's not going to be like this forever. That's the beauty of it. The only constant in life is change. That's the beauty. So Uranus is not going to let you forget that. But, even though this is an air new moon, we're going to try to be a little grounded and get shit done before the Leo full moon, because at the Leo full moon, we're going to want to have fun, Leo is the child, it's very playful, it's very creative. By the Leo full moon in 2 weeks, we're just going to want to be having fun. So my advice is to get your shit done in the next 2 weeks, really just get focused. Use that Mars in Capricorn to your advantage and just knock out all your to-do list things. Get your shit done. I need to take my own advice, but that is my advice. It still stands. Last but not least, we've got Mercury retrograde conjunct Pluto. So there might be some intense thoughts coming up, some intense conversations. Mercury is retrograde, so it's in a very reflective mode right now. Communication isn't as clear as it usually is, but Pluto is going to do some digging and get to the bottom of whatever Mercury needs to spit out. Pluto is the excavator. It's the truth finder. It is very intense, but it gets the job done, and it's not going to let you ignore the truth. It's not going to let you ignore what needs to be said or what you really need to think about. So that's pretty much it for this new moon. I hope you guys have a lovely new moon in Aquarius, and I'll see you at that Leo full moon. Bye.